What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Sweet and Savory Barbecue. I'm your host, Jamie Trader. Today we're continuing our Weber Kettle series with Spatchcock chicken. Let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is make a brine. So I've got 4 cups of water. I didn't heat it to boiling, just hot enough to dissolve the sugars. That in our pot. You can mix it in that if you want. I'm going to brine the whole chicken in this pot, so it'll be good to go. We've got a half a cup of pink Himalayan salt. You can use kosher salt, table salt, whatever. That's just what we had. About 3/4 of a cup of dark brown sugar, about a 1/4 cup of lemon juice, 3 or 4 bay leaves, about 4 cloves or so of minced garlic, and a small white onion roughly chopped. We're gonna eyeball the OG rub. I'm gonna say a couple tablespoons. Give that a good mix to get the solids dissolved. Then we're gonna put another 4 cups of water, cold water on top of this, so that way when it goes on our chicken, it's ready to go. We don't have to let it cool. And then 4 cups of cold water. Stir that around, put your finger in there, make sure it's cool. Again, you don't want to put anything hot on anything real cold. I'm gonna add some ice to this just to cool it down faster, and we'll get our chicken in. Okay, so we've got our chicken out of the packaging. Not really much trim work to a chicken. Take the mystery bag out, got all the gizzards and stuff. You can see this kind of heavy fat. I'm gonna take that off of there. Trim up this neck skin just a little bit. That's gonna be about it. We're gonna cut this open so we can spatchcock it tomorrow, but I'm not gonna do that today. Other than that, there's nothing really kind of hanging off of this one. All right, so we're gonna get this down in our brine, breast side down. It should cover it. If it doesn't, you might need to add a little bit more water, but that one looks pretty good covered. So we're gonna let that go overnight, at least 4 hours, but I'm gonna do mine overnight. So our chicken's been brining now for about 12 hours. The way the brine works is through a process called reverse osmosis. I'm not a scientist, so I don't know exactly how it works, but basically the meat in the chicken is not as salty as the water around it, so it's trying to basically reach equilibrium. So it's going to draw all those flavors we put in the water into the chicken meat itself. So get it out, kind of pat it dry a little bit, make it a little easier to work with. I'll show you how we spatchcock it, really easy. Best thing to do, get a pair of kitchen shears. We're just going to go right down each side of the backbone. You can use a knife. I just found kitchen shears work pretty good. There's one side, go down the other side. Go. You can do whatever you want with that. I'm probably throwing it away. I'm in here to clean this out. So we're going to flip it over. The breast side is up. It's going to push so it flattens out. We're going to try to get this as dry as we can. It's going to help our skin get as crispy as it can. What you can do is you can also throw this in the fridge for a couple hours before you cook it. We're not going to do that today, but you can. That'll help crisp the skin as well. Get some seasoning on here. All right, for seasoning, we're going to use our Sweet and Savory O.G rub. We're going to start on the back side. Pretty liberal coat. Press it in, flip it over. Put underneath the wings, top the wings. Now, chicken is notorious, in my opinion, for needing some touch-up work when you put it on the grill. It always seems like it gets a little splotchy sometimes, so keep your rub shaker handy. Other thing I like to do with these wings is I kind of like to tuck them back behind the head, keeps the wing tips from getting completely burned up. You can also see some of the spotchiness. That looks pretty good to me. Let this hang out while we get the grill going. All right, so get our charcoal grill starter or kettle. We're gonna use some of this royal oak charcoal. These are the briquettes. Start with the chimney full. We get our tumbleweed, give it a light, put that charcoal right on the top. That's gonna take about 15 minutes until it's ashed over, and then we'll dump it out. So our charcoal is ready to be dumped out. Dump it along the back side there, spread it out. I've got some unlit of those briquettes we're gonna put on top. That's just gonna give us some extra burn time, some extra heat. Got a chunk of pecan. I'm gonna set it right over here to the side so it just kind of doesn't burn up automatically. Get our grate in place, put our lid on. Opposite of the coal bed is where you want your vent. I'm gonna open it all the way up for right now. We're gonna shoot for somewhere between 325 to 350. So our grill is up to temp. We're running about 350. Get our lid open, grab our spatchcock chicken. I'm gonna put it on the grill with the breast side away from the fire. The breast doesn't need to go as high as the dark meat does. This is a good time to get in here and touch up any rub you might have wiped off with your finger. A little bit there. There we go. Let's get that lid closed. So we've had our chicken on for about 45 minutes. Looking pretty good. Got a ThermoWorks dot here. I'm just gonna go get in the thickest part of the breast. Still sitting at about 102 degrees. I've got it set for 160. That way we can pull it off and let it rest, and it'll carry over to 165. We've hit 160. Turn that off. Pretty looking chicken. We're gonna get it off. We're gonna only let it rest for about 5 minutes or so, and then it'll be ready to cut into. So we've let our chicken rest here for about 5 minutes. It only took about an hour and a half to cook. I'll start breaking it down. Just gonna kind of section it out. Got a leg quarter here, a leg quarter on this side. I'm gonna split this breast right down the middle. So we got 2 chicken breasts. Pop these wings off of here. Notice we didn't sauce this. You can kind of sauce it or not. Just choosing not to today. One wing. I like to leave the quarters just like they are. I feel like it's a little easier that way to serve. If you want to cut them, you can. You can just split them right here at the joint. Start slicing some of this breast. We're going to take it off that breastbone. Just follow the bone right along the edge and pick some of that off. That's really good stuff. And this way, each bite gets a piece of that skin, and if you put the glaze on it, second one, boom, that's everything. We'll get these pieces out of the way. You got each of the pieces here. You can choose whichever you want. If you want dark meat, a wing, a piece of the breast. I'm gonna grab a piece of the breast. Really juicy. That's what the brine does. Even better than like an injection. But tender, and it'll pull pretty much right apart. Juicy, full of flavor from the brine. The rub gives the barbecue flavor. If you wanted to add a sauce to this, it'd be great. I'm gonna try some of this dark meat. I'm just gonna come right down the middle, find the joint, and pretty much separate it. There you go, leg and thigh. There's some dark meat in there. Dark meat's always gonna be good. It holds its moisture, it's got a lot more fat. Excellent. Thank y'all for hanging out with us today. We hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you don't miss our next one, and we'll see you next time.